Hey guys, this is Kenny. I kind of want to discuss about the seats in the Trans Ams. Now, I have a 2002. If you haven't seen my previous video, I did a personal review on it. So, you've seen the condition on those original ones. Well, I purchased some off of eBay that were in much better condition for over 600 bucks. That's including shipping. And they were in much better condition, especially on the passenger side. Driver's seat, the pad was a little worn down, but not too bad. And the back leather wasn't worn out too bad. Of course, there are known to wear out on the side bolster on the driver's side is because rolling in and out constantly a billion times. So I replaced the foam in the bottom seat. I found a pair of Firebird gray cloth seats for 65 bucks. And I took the passenger side seat cushion out of that and put it on my driver's side seat cushion, and it actually helped out with a lot of much better support. And also, about to take on my old passenger seat, as you can see here. This is gonna go, even though the seat that I already got from eBay was in better condition. But since this old passenger seat hasn't been used because that was the bottom, it had the crack. It was just old and worn out, and you can see how the foam is just worn down and everything. I'm just going to kind of go through it little by little of how it all comes apart. It's actually really not that bad. It's just getting the black plastic backing off, which is very simple. It's a few screws, and on this, I was able to get it off with the cover, with the leather cover and the foam all in one piece. Now, as you can see up top, this right here, including with the foam, will be latched onto that frame right there. It will hook into it, and it's the same way on this bottom piece. When it meets up right here, it'll meet up with that foam, that metal frame right there. And there's also hog rings that are mounted down here that mount to the bottom here, in which those are very easy to get off and everything. I recommend to get a pair of dikes to cut those old ones off. That would make it a lot easier. I didn't have any pair of dikes, so I had to take two needle noses and bend them out to get them loose. But all in all, it took about, maybe, for me doing this for the first time, about 20 minutes maybe. And it all came off one piece. You just make sure that you don't want to rip it out. You pull out slowly because you don't want to tear these up. Even though this is not going to be used again, but still. It's going to be kind of a chore to try to slide those things in when on the newer, better seat that I got from eBay. So once you unhook all this and then slowly slide it out and everything, it'll come off all in one piece, as you see right here. And then I'll have to do the same thing on my driver's seat in another day. I'll be doing the same thing, and I'll just swap over the back's leather because this is like in really good shape. The foam's in really good shape. It's not worn out, so that's good. And let's see, the headrest was interesting because as soon as you get the back off, you'll lift this up and you'll see the slide for both ends. And what you'll do is the clip you'll actually push in, and it will actually let on both ends pretty much, and then you just pull the headrest out. And sorry about that, thumb was in the way. You hold it in and it'll pull up a little more, and then you'll do the other side right here, pull it and pull out, and the headrest go boop. And then you will remove the plastic tabs that stay stationary in there, so that pulls out, it will pull out from the top like so. You'll just pop those right out and everything, and then your seat can immediately, your backing seat will come out quite nicely. So this is the original foam and cover that was on my passenger side seat, 173,000 miles. Not terrible, for the foam, but the the passenger seats always the passenger seats always look much better, of course, on the driver because, well, there's hardly ever a passenger in these cars. So I just wanted to show y'all. I'm going to turn this one around real quick and show you when you pull it. You'll see there's the holes for the headrests and the screws for the top mount of the plastic pieces. And while I was showing y'all those little holes right there, those were where the hog rings were on the top. And there's your more system, and this is where it hooks on the bottom right there. You see that? There's a hog ring right there and right there. And it comes out as soon as you undo all those and the two bolts and get the headrest thing out and everything. It just slides right out. And so after 173,000 miles, that's exactly what it looks like. And you can see that it was set and it was used from time to time, but just over time for the years and everything, the foam was kind of collapsed. And when this cracked and everything, it was just a little slit. This was just like this, and then it turned into that. That's how bad it was. But I will do a I'm gonna try and learn how to edit a video, that way I don't have to make two separate videos. But I will make a second video of having this into my newer seat that I got from eBay. And that way, the bottom on my new driver's seat already has a new foam and a better cover, and it's actually got a better, I'm using this as an example, but see how the foam sits through these wires right here? What I did was I took an old pillowcase that had this cotton, like so, that I wasn't used. It was old, and I had it to prop my feet up and everything, so I was like, well, I'm not going to use this anymore. So cut it open. I used this, and I used a thin layer about that thick. Yeah. And cut a small square when I changed the cushion on my driver's side and put it in between the pad and the frame metal rails in there. And it actually gave it a little boost in padding here. It raised this part up a little bit. And that way the foam is not trying to sink through the wire frame. So I definitely would recommend doing that. Other than that, I'll do the second video once I get the old one removed, show you the differences between the two. And once I do that, I'll show you how to get it back installed and everything, and how it looks before and after. Thanks for watching this video, and subscribe.